country's religious leadership has called on people to respect the result of the election, but the man the crowd believed had really won, Mir Hossein Mousavi, insisted that he wouldn't surrender to what he called this dangerous charade. Everything now depends on how the government responds to the violence in the streets. Government's instinct will be to crack down hard, but if anyone is killed, that could create a cycle of violence which might be really dangerous. And there are already reports that there's rioting in the town of Rasht, the north, and Mashhad in the east. John Simpson, BBC News, Tehran.
My colleague Liz Doucette is in Tehran. Liz, what's the current situation in the capital?
Well, the capital is still tense, at least in the central part where we saw throughout the day those violent demonstrations. Demonstrators really bent on venting their anger over an election, as you heard there, they believe was stolen, but in equal determination and with significant force by the security agencies here to crack down. The Interior Minister had said all public gatherings, all demonstrations are illegal. They made it clear there would be zero tolerance. But it's extraordinary to see the defiance, particularly these young people who basically feel that their candidate, Mir Hossein Mousavi, won this election and they're determined to make their opposition clear. The big question, of course, is just how long this will continue and what will be the response of the security forces.
Liz, looking at the next 4 years and the second term, regarding policy changes, how important is the President's re-election, given that he's not really the main policy maker in the country?
He isn't the ultimate authority that lies in the Supreme Leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, so certain areas like the nuclear policy, like foreign policy, certainly rest with the Ayatollah, but the President does have a lot of sway. He will play a key role in forging both policies at home and a new approach to the West. And I think, of course, in this case, it's the style of Mahmoud Ahmadinejad which will make the difference, and certainly in his first term it was his fiery rhetoric that put him at odds with the West, that really poisoned the relationship. It was an issue that was brought up repeatedly in the election by his opposition candidates. The question is now, will he continue to use the same tactics? He's called this a new era has begun, but of course he said there will still be a lot of similarities with the 4 years that we have just gone through.
Liz Doucette in Tehran. North Korea has responded